Hey everybody, it's Tripl-L coming in to do the light novel sales review, or light novel sales video. Woo! Alright, hey everyone, I'm not sure if you noticed, but recently the channel was not doing anything because I got really busy, but we're finally back. I've got my stuff sorted out and I can make more videos again, and I need to make more videos because otherwise YouTube will just destroy the channel. So we're here. I'm going to be catching up on anime, gotta catch up on Realist and Tsukimichi, most likely in Spirit Chronicles, but I'll be doing that on my own time. Hopefully I'll be having videos out this week. But anyway, yeah, we're back to light novel sales. I would love keeping track of what's going on in Japan, trying to understand what's up. So we'll go through the top 10 list on Oricon, and I'll give you any kind of insight that I might have. Now we are looking at the first week in August. I think I will I think I'll also go look at the previous week because there might be something cool there, just to kind of catch up on what we did miss. But otherwise, let's just get into the weekly light novel sales in Japan. Just a quick reminder, this is an idea of what's selling in Japan. This tracker, you know, they do things based on their own personal system. At the end of the day, the numbers might not be the most correct, but they do give us probably the most solid idea we're going to get. I'm bringing that up because as I was preparing to do this video, I did notice that another blog that covers the sales pointed out that the difficulties in getting the data, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys were aware if you're getting the data from me, or if you ever go to this site Oricon to get the data yourself. Anyway, let's get into it. So the first novel is a volume 2 of something I don't know. Something about Russian next door girl or something like that. Arya. It's volume 2. It sold 14,000 on release week. This is really impressive in general. By the standards of this listing, definitely very impressive, because doing 14,000 without an anime, and I'm pretty sure there's not an anime. Fingers crossed. But I very quickly went and I looked at it on Amazon. You can kind of see it here. It had 100 ratings by July 30th, 2021. Now, look, man, if you were to go and compare this thing's statistics against Full Dive, the RPG that really sucks, this thing is an incredible success. Full Dive wishes it had this level of success. 100 ratings in only 16 days. I think that's pretty good by American standards, by Western standards. That would be pretty good. Again, I don't know the demographics for the speed of Japanese releases because I don't release in Japan. But yeah, that is ultimately very good. But yeah, comparatively, this is pretty good for a series that might not have an anime. And I say might very loosely because I'm pretty sure it doesn't have an anime. Anyway, going back to the listing, the next one is Belle and Belle Princess. Now, this is a novelization based on a movie. We looked at it last time that I did one of these videos, actually. The next one that you see here is World Hero Mission. If you follow this channel, you probably know Hero Academia. Yeah, no, it's a novelization of the movie. Little known fact, novelizations of the movies, they do really well. So this isn't really a surprise. These things are powerful forces, and this is par for the course. This is not the first week it's been on. I'm pretty sure last week it was on as well. But 6,000, like, this is Shonen Jump. When Shonen Jump is on the charts, it usually dominates. And there's another surprise down the list. Moving on, Misfit of Demon King Academy Volume 10. Really cool to see it popping up. I believe this is the second week that it's on the chart as well. We'll check it out when we go back in time a bit. But 5,000 second week, good numbers, good numbers. Next up, Death March. So this makes me really happy just to know that Death March, even when you're doing an extra volume, I think you can see it here, X2, right? It's the extra volume 2. Even when you're doing an extra volume, to be able to place on the charts, I think that's a really good sign in general, and I really do hope Death March gets to come back as an anime, just because the first season of Death March is probably covering, I think, the worst, well, like the more boring parts of Death March, and then it gets a little bit better with the subsequent material. Next up, we have a publisher, SB Creative. When I moved to another world, it was in the mountains. In reaction, I chose comfort over strength. Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's check it out. Let's see. It's on Amazon, right? So let's see what we got over here. So as far as I can tell, this is probably volume 5 of some light novel series. I've never personally heard of it myself. It kind of reminds me of Room Factory with the art style. In terms of its ratings, it came out August 6th. It's already at 78 ratings. It probably has like a really good fan base. Yeah, no. I'll keep an eye out on this. I was kind of interested by the name here. I'm so basic. Anyway, we move on. Kimetsu no Yaiba 4000. This was released in July 2021. It's a novelization of Infinity Train. Is it? No, it's not. It's a novelization of the subsequent arc? Wow. Really? They novelized the manga arc? So let me make this easier for you to see it. You can read the continuation of the movie Blade of Demise, Infinity Train Edition, a novelization of the battle at the brothel, the long-awaited 4th installment. Tanjiro joins blah 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 to save his sister, priestess, Nezuko. It's probably, where is she? Yeah, there we go, Nezuko, probably. From being turned into a demon to avenge his family, together with his friends Zenitsu and Inosuke and the Sound Pillar. He infiltrates a brothel where demons live. They are the ogre of the I can never pronounce this. The courtesans. The fallen princess rules the red light district. Blah blah blah. 4-page color front piece and many illustrations. The book is easy to read with furigana. Large volume with 356 pages. Novelization of the battle in the brothel, faithful to the original story. All right, so for me, that is legitimately surprising. I know that some anime do have novelizations of their stories, but they're not typically the kind of thing that chart. That's just talking about how profitable Kimetsu no Yaiba is. Wow. So for those that don't know, typically when it comes to what charts here, it's the movie adaptations and also the spin-off material. Like Jujutsu Kai's spin-off material was charting for a very long time, and Kimetsu no Yaiba's spin-off material was also charting for a very long time. Very surprising. Did not expect a straight adaptation of the manga would be charting here, and it's not the first week that it's been released. So 4000. Ultimately, Kimetsu is a juggernaut, and now it's more of a juggernaut than I could have ever believed. Moving on, number 8 was my stepmother's stepchild was a former girlfriend. Just a little more like, alright, that sounds like that's going to become an anime. It sounds like it's going to be very annoying in the future. Sounds like it's going to be a rom-com. I don't want to get involved here. We then have Belle and Belle Princess. Okay, so this must be some extra thing related to that first one. And then we have finally the Tanaka family reincarnated, which is most likely an isekai. It's coming in at 4000. It's at volume 3. I think that's ultimately probably a good thing there. That one might have been released last week as well. So let's go back in time a quick bit, just to, you know, let me save face here and try and do the things I missed. So we're going back in time. Already we are encountering strange things. So let's get the translation here. Mage Master 4. For some reason, that looks like that's a Chinese work. Frontier Works. I've never seen... The translation is Chung. Yeah, no, this seems like this might actually be either Korean or Chinese. Comes with a larger volume booklet. It's funny because it says... Okay. It says it comes with a larger volume booklet, but it says 1 page. That's Amazon sometimes makes this mistake across all of its sites. The Battle of Yeah, this is a Chinese novel, is reestablished in order to subdue the resurrected battle, blah blah blah. However, next to the current Wei Muin, there was an indigo machine with uncertain eyes. Wei is envious of his feelings for him, but on the night when he touches each other's skin and kisses him, he finds out that he's attracted to him, and that his feelings do not come true. And when the mystery of the past is unraveled, the form of love that the two people have passed each other over and over again reach. Oh! Boys love! There we go! Figured it out. That's why it's doing so well. Wow. All right. Excellent, guys. We are now... No wonder. All right. We've always known the shippers are an incredible fan base. So there we go. Moving on. Let's move away from that one. I'm not well equipped to be able to talk about that. But props to them. Actually, no. This is so interesting. It's not Japanese from what we can tell. Actually, let me quickly just confirm the language, because now I'm just interested. I don't see this happen very often. Dang it, I can't spot it. Okay, you know what? I'll do my own personal research on this. Try and figure out where exactly the story is from. But this just feels hilarious. Yeah, all the power to the fangirls. Moving on, we had the Russian girl here. She came at 17,000. I think this might have been her release week. Then we had Belle and the Bell Princess, which it's based on a movie project, so it's actually really interesting to see that it did so well. Like, it's been doing well since June. Actually, one of what's interesting is that it cannot really compete with the Russian girl. That's really interesting, and it's like, again, like I said, it's been out since June. You can see it right here. Yeah, let's see, an original novel written by director Thingamajig himself. Moving on, we have Kimetsu no Yaiba, again, Infinity Train follow-up, that being the brothel arc. We have Belle and Bell Princess. We then had we then have that weird stepmother stepchild was a former girlfriend. Stepmother stepchild. Oh, I get it now. That's the. That kind of feels like a premise for a particular kind of anime. Anyway, moving on. We then have Kirby DDD, The Great Escape, Strategy of the Stars. You know what? This is just some of the most eclectic things I've ever seen in these listings. Let's see. Withdrawal with a Witch. Birth of a Family Watching Over, I'm assuming, a monster. Then we have Arya. The first light novel volume. Released in February 2021. Now that's interesting. Usually, when you release a second volume of a series, it reinvigorates the first volume of the series. But to this degree, that's different. We then have Spy X Family Portrait, with just showing off Shueisha's power again. Ultimately, these have just been some really interesting novels in terms of the listings. I honestly kind of question everything when I'm looking at this list. But yeah, we're going to call it there. Overall, what have we really taken away from the listings this week? Well, Misfit of Demon King Academy is doing strong. I think it didn't release the same amount that the previous volume released to, but that might be an issue of when in the week it released. We also saw that Belle and Bell Princess is still doing really well, and it's been doing well since June. We have now a Russian girl that we should probably expect to see in anime form relatively soon. We should probably expect to see her within like 3 years if she's not already out there. And apologies, because that might just be an issue of me not knowing. It looks like we have a new romantic comedy on the horizon, so probably got to get ready for a stepmother stepchild and that ridiculous plot that you would probably find on the hub. It's just that title is weird. Wait. Stepmother stepchild was a former girlfriend. Well, domestic girlfriend, your stepsister, was a former love interest. So, God, I hope it's not as annoying as domestic girlfriend. And yeah, overall, a really interesting listing. Never expected to see Mage Master 4 at the top of the list. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought down below. Let me know if anything here caught your interest. And till next time, I hope you have an absolutely great day. My throat is killing me. These wildfires, man.